loves, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone who has made it to the interview stage of the Erasmus Mundus scholarship process. Whether you've done your interview or you have your interview scheduled for a later date, congratulations. So in my previous video, I remember that I mentioned that you have to feel free to ask me any question you have in mind regarding the application process. And most of the questions that I received were related to what to do after the interview, regarding visa application, accommodation, flight tickets, and so on. In this video, that is what we're going to be talking all about. So, if you're interested in, keep on watching. Yeah, so the first thing we'll talk about is your visa processing. When should you start applying and what do you need to apply for the visa? So when after the interview has been completed, every candidate is going to receive a mail, whether for self-funded or for fully funded scholarship. Whichever one category you fall in, the university is going to prepare documents in which you're going to use to apply for the visa application. But mind you, the documents the university are going to be providing are evidence that you're a student in the country or evidence of your scholarship. However, you still be the one to provide your documents, and this includes your bachelor's degree, your police clearance, and the likes. So how do you know what documents you need? What you can do is to go to the official website of the country you are going to. So let's say your host country is Lithuania or is Spain, whichever the country it is. Make sure you go to the official website, read about the documents required for student visa. So that way you have an idea of the documents that you need to gather while you're waiting for the ones the university is going to send to you. So afterwards, the next thing is to, sorry, I have to write them, that's why I don't forget. So after the next thing is to review the instructions the university is going to send to you. So the university also take it upon themselves to send you a breakdown of the things that you need to do, whether as a self-funded student or as a fully funded student. So please, this is not a time for you to be overly excited and you might miss out some very important details in the instruction. So be calm, take your time to review. Anywhere that you don't understand, ask questions. Don't just assume. Make sure you understand every detail in the instruction given. So that way you know that you are in the right path. And as regard fundings for the visa application, based on my experience, you'll be the one to fund your visa application fee and the visa processing fee. However, upon your arrival to the country, when you resume, you'll be paid your transport fee or your as well as your installment fee, depending on the detail on your contract anyway. So, but mind you, you're going to get your money back. So don't be scared about that. So just make sure that you do the right thing and also make sure that you read the decision waiting period for your application process. There are some visa applications that might take 2 weeks to get. Some might take you as long as 6 weeks. In my case, I think I had to wait for about a month plus, almost 2 months before I got my visa eventually. So imagine I started applying in August or in September. Most likely I will miss 2 months of my class. Do you understand? So don't wait to maybe a month to your resumption before you now start finding out when you need to apply. So make sure that you start as soon as possible. And that's it. The next thing is accommodation. How do you get accommodation in the university? In my own case, I remember that it was the university themselves that sent me an email to ask if I'm interested in applying for the accommodation. So a link was sent, which I registered, and I was able to book an accommodation. However, if you do not want to stay on the campus, if you don't want to stay in the university hostel, there are other accommodations that you can explore. So you can always reach out to the students' union or the student body to request for other possible accommodation that you can apply for. But if you ask me, I would say that staying in the university campus is more affordable, actually, and you also get to like connect with other students in your program or in the university. But anyway, the choice is yours. So the next question is about travel allowance. When are you going to receive your travel stipend or flight ticket? Well, based on my experience, you'll be the one to fund your travel allowance before arrival into the country you're going to study. But upon arrival, you'll be given a stipend for installment fee, depending on your contract anyway. So if it's stated on your contract that you're going to be given a stipend for your travel allowance as well as your installment fee, you're going to be given those amounts. And another question that arose was about the regularity of how often do you receive the stipend. Based on my experience again, it has been up to date, like it has been regular. There's never been any time where I'm being owed my stipend where I had to fund my accommodation myself. So they're going to pay you everything that is stated on your contract. Just make sure that you, once you get your scholarship award certificate, make sure you take your time to go through the breakdown, because I think it changes year by year. So just make sure that you take your time to read the regulations, the rules, as well as the amounts that are going to be paid to you as a scholarship holder. So I really hope that I'm able to answer some of your questions. However, if you have other questions that you still like me to clarify, do not be a stranger. Put them in my comment section and I will try my best to attend to all your questions. Till then, I wish you all the success in your application. Before I forget, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel, as well as tell every other applicant that you know can also benefit from the information that I share on this platform. You're welcome.